So what are your New Year's Eve plans?
Well, perhaps you'd like to be swept away to the roaring 20s.
Joining us today, we have Kate and Kandi from Idaho State University and a very special guest we'll get to in just a moment. But first, thank you so much for coming on the show. How big is this event going to be, New Year's Eve?
This is going to be the very biggest event that Idaho has seen and Pocatello has seen. It is going to be the party of the century, and it happens on New Year's Eve in the Stevens Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
How fun. There really has been a lack of really big formal events on New Year's Eve in Pocatello. How did you guys come up with this idea? Kate?
We had always thought how much fun it would be to have something that took us back in time, just as you had said earlier.
So you built a time machine.
We did. And as people drive up to the Stevens Performing Arts Center, there will be valet parking.
Okay.
They will come out of their cars. People will drive away with their vehicle. And then the coach...
Butler Bates from Downton Abbey comes out and welcomes you
Absolutely.
And we want to tell you, we will have everyone in costume for the Gatsby era. They'll greet them in the Performing Arts Center, and then the evening begins. We have Kumwa playing, so it will set the ambiance.
Set the mood.
Yes, and we have a roaming feast of food all evening long.
Now, when you say roaming feast, you don't have to hunt it and kill it yourself. I mean, you are the roamers
Not
going
that kind
around.
Of party.
Okay.
No, you do get to roam. There will
But
be
very
no
elegant.
weapons.
Now, this is an event where formal attire is required, and you can actually even dress up like the 20s era.
Absolutely, yes.
Very
So
fun.
lots of sparkly?
Lots
Lots of sparkly, lots
Okay.
of tuxedos, and I think that people will walk in and think, I cannot believe that we have this in Pocatello, Idaho. We have LD decorating the foyer and the
well,
rotunda.
there you go. That's...
And yes, and Unforgettable Events is also partnering with us to create this ambiance that will be fabulous. We have a youth orchestra playing for us, so that people will get a taste of everything that we have. It's like a sampler platter of all the incredible art that we have.
Okay.
And becomes really an opportunity to showcase what ISU does so beautifully.
Now,
there are 120 students who will be performing that night in one venue or another. We will be using all the venues in the
You're
Performing
going to
Arts
use
Center.
all the space.
And that's one thing I think is really cool about this. If there's anybody in town who can put on a party like this, it's the College of Arts and Letters.
Absolutely.
Because there are all of these very talented people.
Yes.
And we have one of those talented people here in our studio right now.
Yes,
Tell us a
we
little
do.
bit about what we're going to be hearing here.
Well, Diana Livingston Friedley and Mark Nyworth are going to perform for us, and they are going to be in the venue that night as well, and they are going to perform. I think there are going to be some dueling pianos going on with Mark, and Diana's going to give you a little sampler of what that Roaring 20s era was like for you today.
Okay.
But she also is going to be singing with Danny Morona that evening, and Pat Brooks is going to sweep in the new year by playing some big band swing music so we can all dance.
Okay.
And then we have a